Guys, Thirsty Thursday, hot as shit Thursday. Well, you know, I was talking with JR10 Desert Gold, and we were comparing stories, and it was just a bitter 80 degrees here. It was almost like nobody even went outside. What are we looking at today? Looking at HEFEWEIZEN from Samuel Adams, weighing in at 5.4%, golden and crisp. I actually, what do we got going on here? I was actually going to hang out with you guys yesterday. But as I was turning the camera on, got a text from my daughter saying, "Don't remote start your truck because I'm under it." I'm like, okay, why are you under my truck? Well, she said it looked like your transfer case was leaking. Army guy, bottle cap looks something like this. Just in case HempSeedAddict ever does the thing again. I'm using this because I got this from my brother Jim. And Jim, Hornet Fixer, is going to be my guest on Blog Radio tomorrow. And seeing how this is the last opportunity we have together between now and Blog Radio, just thought I'd let you guys know. Cheers. I had to beat the time. Let's see. Well, definitely has a Belgian influence going on. Peppery, banana, bubblegum. Tastes a lot like that. Huh. Okay. First was Smile Money. Ooh, coming in strong. Haboob 308, best. Multi-Gunman, best reply to the best comment. I'll give him a thumbs up on that too. And a thumbs up on that, and thumbs up on that. Ed, first. Sorry. Multi-Gunman, third first comment, winning. Eltenda, Funkos, guys. Actually, he's sitting right here, and I'm probably gonna leave him in his box. I've already taken him out and teabagged him, but I'm probably going to leave him in the box and go put him in the Star Trek room. So when you don't see him here, it's not out of disrespect. You know, that means those should all go upstairs too. I mean, after all, it is a Star Trek room, right? Let's see, I got that one. And I got that one. And I got that one. But my Speed Racer Mach 5 is going to stay there. So we got the 1701, the USS Vengeance, and the 1701 from the movie. Which, honestly, it looks like they used the same one and just painted them different. The Vengeance, though, that's cool as shit. I'd like to have a full-scale version of this one. So those are all going to go up to the Star Trek room. And JR10, I apologize. I've got... Is it liquid, fragile, hazardous, or... No. I think I'm going to have to box this inside of something to insulate that. You saw nothing. These are not the droids you are looking for. Let's see, first comment from Multi-Gunman. Stainless 4-5. An old friend stuck behind enemy lines. First whiskey comment. Now that's a whiskey comment, but is it a whiskey request? See, that's a gray area right there. I almost said your real name. Well, you know what? See, I never know, you know, what you guys want, and you know, like for instance, Stephen Bush, you know, for instance, that's not his real name. It's just that it sounded better than his first name is Hay, and his last name is Asshole. Real Cove Burnout. Vids out for 3 minutes and I'm 6th to the party. Holy hell, Batman. J-Dog here. Eltenda. Grappa, it's better than moonshine, but the moonshine was good. Yeah. And you had a lot of it, so you know, the fact that Eltenda puked, but first of all, he did think he was drinking whiskey and not something twice the horsepower, and he drank a lot of it because we all drank a lot of it. It was me, the Godfather. The Godfather, holy shit, he was hitting her hard that night too. It was like Chris, Loma Company, Eltenda. You know, that was another let's just hang out till the sun comes up. You know, when Johnny Watson says goodnight, and then like 5 or 6 hours later, he gets up to head back to Texas, and he's like, "You assholes are still." Zeus, format fuckery. Oh, I hate that. That's fuck. Zeus. Deja Vu Brew Review with presents. Crazy Scotsman, whiskey times 3. Okay, so that's 4 possible shots of whiskey up to this moment in time. Crazy Scotsman, brew chick, damn, hell yeah, double thumbs up. Bulwark, 1911. So, some fucktard Somali cop shoots a poor white woman who called the police for help. What the fuck is happening out there, Eric? It's kind of funny that you say that, because that was here in my fucktard state. That was a Muslim cop who has been under investigation, but for some weird reason, and because he was under investigation for allegedly something that he did to a woman before, yet he was back to active duty. Now, you know me, the thin blue line. You know I stand for the military. I stand for our law enforcement. One of my oldest YouTube friends is a sheriff. Actually, multiple law enforcement people that I can, now that I'm actually thinking about it. But Brother's Keeper, you know, you call him right now. He really wanted to come on blog radio, but due to the politics, he didn't. He had to decline. But you know, I stand with the police. But first of all, there's corruption everywhere. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's politics, attorneys, priests. You know, so there's bad people amongst good groups. But the fact that this is a Muslim cop who has had problems in the past with women, basically, from what I understand, is she called the cops, saying she was also from Australia. She called the cops and said, not bad looking, and called the cops and said, it sounds like some woman is getting raped in the alley. After a fair amount of time went by and no cop showed up, she called the cops again and just said, it definitely doesn't sound like this woman is enjoying whatever's happening to her. Is anyone on the way? Well, I guess in her pajamas or whatever, when she saw the cops pull into the alley, she went downstairs and approached the squad car, and the towelhead pulled out his gun and shot her dead. I'm going to bite my tongue, and I'm just going to wait until, conveniently, none of the body cameras were on. The dash camera evidently wasn't recording. But this is a woman who made multiple calls to the police for help, and then is shot dead by the police. Coincidentally, a Muslim. Crazy Scotsman, the 338, definitely up there. Zeus, I sent you and Miss B something. It's a handy EDC item. Cheers. I have to get on top of a few things. I got this going out to JR10 tomorrow. I'm probably gonna grab. I got 2 boxes ready to go to Stalker Steve. I've got to get a box big enough for the shooting mat. I've got to get a box big enough for the range bag. I've got a box for the flag. The Johnny Watson and Christine folded the flag and put it in the display case that Mr. Holster sent. And I want to say that was a box in a box, so I probably need to box that better because the display case is oak and glass. And so I need to do something better with that. I thought I saved the box from Pop's Quest to send the mag loader, but I can't find that, so I got to get a box to send that. But hopefully, well, not hopefully, tomorrow there'll be at least 2 boxes heading out to Stalker Steve that are boxed. Because right now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 boxes worth of stuff, and I've got 2 of them boxed up and ready to go. So 2 boxes will be on its way to Stalker Steve tomorrow, and the box to JR10 will be on its way. Fuck. Zeus, cheers, thank you. Crazy Scotsman, basement pop 10mm style. Actually, I had it pulled out yesterday, ba-doom boom, and well, first of all, NIHAP is the person solely responsible for any Glocks that are in my life. He is not a Glock fanboy. He is a, I don't even know what's the proper word. When you're, he's a prepper. He's someone that likes to be prepared. And the fact is, the Glock is just a workhorse. It goes, well, actually, I have had one fail, but in full honesty, that was one that was in transition. It was something, it was a 40 cal. Well, it was before. I'm actually still in work attire. It was before this one was fully 9mm. It had the ejector for the 40 while running 9mm, and I might even have been using 40 cal mags, but now it is 100% G19. It actually has the matching frame barrel and slide, and it's the real deal now. But he's just like, you got to get over your phobia. It's not about a beauty contest. It's about having a gun that runs every time you pull the trigger. Well, the one that I, say what you want, you know, I've got several things right now that are on the chopping block because I've done a trade with a couple of people, and in order to do that, I'm selling one thing to Joey, I'm buying another thing from the Crazy Scotsman, and I'm trading something to Ed. So it's a big system. It'll all work out in the end. But the one thing I refuse to put on my chopping block is my G20. But NIHAP sent me a link to a video from was it the Glock store, where they do custom work, and they just did a beautiful job. They do something, I can't even remember what it's even called now. It was a couple days ago that I watched the video, but it's basically like a carry melt, and they just round everything off more. They get rid of the little tang, and they grind that back, and they actually had some front serrations and some cuts in the slide, and then they had the True Glow TFX. They are a tritium insert fiber optic set, and after watching that, I actually had my finger like that close to the one-click button on my phone, and I'm like, no, because that would be another thing on a credit card, and I'm not doing any more credit card things. Right now, as this one stands, it has the barrel that Jay at Elite Ammunition sent me. You know, a fully supported barrel, and I had Meeper Light night sights front and back, but Jay sent me a fiber optic, and I like that. I like that enough that I went with that over my. You know, because in all honesty, this would excel much more by switching over to fiber optics like that True Glow set, because this is not so far ever been a carry gun, so the nighttime aspects of it aren't necessary. The shootability during the day and the fiber optics really excel, so I probably will eventually end up with that True Glow setup on here. And then I want to say that this set is pretty much only swappable. Now I'm not 100% sure if, but I think this set of sights is only swappable with their with the 45. So I think the cut is different on these, but. And then I'm not even sure what I did with that front one, but yeah, this no matter what, I'm never putting this on the chopping block because it's a 10 millimeter. And in the event that I'm going to be out in the woods where I'm worried about bear or cougars, around here mainly just gilfs, those kind of cougars, but I want something that has the amount of firepower that this has, and right now, this hands down is the gun that I absolutely have the most mags for, at least pistol. The AR platform probably rivals this, but then there's always this. Back at it. Crazy Scotsman, oh, Steve Bush, you owe me $20. I'll be waiting for my PM, you sorry son of a bitch. J-Dog, glad you like the brew. Yeah, actually it's very good, and as a heads up, I stopped to pick up some Oberon, and picked up some Serendipity, this year's batch of that from New Glarus. Yeah, honestly, I mean, J-Dog, me and J-Dog have been friends for a long time. If it sucked, I would just fucking told him it sucked and then toss the bottle back, or you know, after I teabagged the door handle of his car. This one is brewed with apples, cranberries, and cherries, and I'm going to look at this one tomorrow. I want to say that I think I guessed 5% on the other one, and I think it was 4 or 4.5%. They're just so they're so done so well. I mean, yeah, more alcohol would have been nice. I mean, I'll agree with JR10 Desert Gold when you say 10% should be your benchmark. You know what I'm saying? 10%. Ed. Oh my, stay out of the way. I have a date with the brew girl. Hee hee. J-Dog. Sweet, you bought the C308. I would have too, but the bills come first. Yeah, I managed to wiggle a few things around, so it's actually safed up right now. Even though I didn't get a brew review up yesterday, I did manage to take all of those the extra mags that they sent, and I ran them through the ultrasonic cleaner for hours until I got all the shizat off of them. You know, a lot of people who have given this rifle a shot, no pun intended, have said that they don't have a terrible reputation, but they are not brass friendly. So there's a chance that you know, this could be one of those things where every time you pull the trigger, you might as well just forget about reloading that brass. But you want something. I mean, I'm actually kind of curious to see how this brake is going to perform. But shit, you're talking about something that is going to be able to level 308 rounds downrange. I mean, you want to talk about something capable of doing a lot of damage. You know, it might be one of those things where, you know, this is just something that you know, you have on hand. You might want to enjoy getting out and shooting it, and just don't give a shit what happens with the brass. Nice front sight. The rear is like a spinny thing, so you can do your large aperture, medium, and small aperture, and then you can just go with something that's sort of like a pistol sight. You know, so that's like, again, $499 and comes with 9 mags. Yes, J-Dog, thanks for the link. You know, I can say a worst case scenario. I even got a spot up front if you want to put a strap on it, front and back. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, if you're one of those doomsday people or prepper people, or you just you know, like, as you should, believe that your government is corrupt, then this is the kind of thing, you know, you put it and seal it up real good and bury it somewhere. Like I said, I've I got to get out and shoot this one and see what it's like. But I shot the one that Miguel M. Gonza 29 bought up at Fisherman's Corner, and knowing, I mean, I wish the sumbitch would have sold me that one. It was just, I mean, they're just a beast. I mean, it's just bam, bam, bam. Ed, your giveaway is going to be epic. Hashtag Justin's final mission. Cheers, brother. Yes, it is, and we're just getting going. Crazy Scotsman, you'll like the Century. It's actually like my FA91. Well, like it, but maybe yours might be better. I mean, for instance, I'm sure me and Jim will talk about this on Blog Radio, is, you know, he could have bought that, but he elected to spend the extra like $300 and get one that's, you know, doesn't have any history with eating brass. Andy R, 20th man, yeah. How's it going, E? Andy, where the fuck have you been? Crazy Scotsman. Oh, and Steven, that's 2 reviews, so maybe it's 40 now. JR10. Love your idea on the Uberti. I don't think I would stop at the 357 Magnum. I would get the 1837 Long Colt. I have a bunch of fresh Long Colt brass laying around, and I would love to load those puppies up to 44 Magnum velocities and beyond. Oh, my current bucket list. I have to thumbs that up. Now, I would probably be full in on a Uberti shooting hot 45 Long Colts instead of 357 Magnum. But as long as it's our bucket list, let's just get 2, 1 of each. JR10 query. So, if one of us sends you a bottle of, say 151, and instead of calling out Knob Creek or tequila, if you request 151, you are contractually required to comply. Yeah. That kind of scares me, because this is where I hope at this moment in time Agent Chaos isn't paying attention to this. Nah, Stephen Bush, nah, I'm not subbed to HempSeedAddict. You know what? I know JR10 is all that whole calling in my man card thing and all. Oh shit, you know what I don't have down here? Well, I was, you know, just to make sure there was no discrepancies, I was going to, I don't have any fire down here. At least I don't think I do. Well, I got plenty of things that create fire, but I don't think we all want to wait around for me to go over there, get a pile of something, and then some, you just have to take my word for it. I mean, the real Cobra burnout, you want to get in on a viscosity check on this quickly? The fuck was that, Real Cobra burnout? So, Real Cobra burnout, I love you, man, and I miss you. So, wait a second. There is a lighter down here. It's in my bug out bag. Hold on. I think I might even use this the last time. I don't remember what I checked to see if it would burn last time, though. Was it the... I mean, it wasn't this, was it? Ow! Yeah? You can't even see that. Ouch. Still going? No? What do I have? More proof of global warming. So, anybody disputing that's water? Okay. Man card in hand, 190. And Keck. Dude! Cheers. Cheers. And Keck. Hey, have you, where you have to read my joke again? I can't go back. Wow. I burnt the dangly thingy on the back of my throat. And Keck. Man, we missed you rubbing your balls on the Mosin. Do it again. Do it again. Sharky762. I'd pay to see that. Really? How much? Can I get some cowbell for getting you to have some knob? Sure. Joey Cuz has an awesome YouTube channel. Gillian 426. You was one busy little boy. Now was you, Eric? Plus, lots of goodies in the mail too. Never ends around here. Gillian 426. My Tuesday night I bought and tried Red's Wicked Black Cherry Hard Ale 8%. 12-pack of 10-ounce cans for $11.49. Not bad flavor-wise, but no alcohol. Taste or kick. Cheers. Dude, people talk about my liver? Gillian, I watch Hickok 45 for the guns he shows and shoots, not for what he says. Would like to have a way to mute him talking about and what he's talking about, but hearing the gunfire. No, I mean, that's like, trust me when I say, a few of you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say a bunch of you were good friends with another YouTube channel, and I was just like going, and then like the light of day happened, and all of a sudden it was like, I told you so. But I'm never going to be the person to say who your friends are or who they shouldn't be. But on the other hand, when it seems like it's bordering on out of control, I will at least say something. The there's been a few times where, a couple of my friends, here's where I'll draw the line. There's a few of you who would go on and on about how great a couple of YouTubers were. These were the same fucking I hope you rot in hell YouTube channels that were picking on Christine. If you are so fucking small and so pathetic that you pick on a woman, especially a woman that has dealt with what she has had to deal with the C word, and then you still come after, I'm sorry if you disagree with me, but I hope the worst on a few people. TMH on fire, if that fucker was in front of me, burning, I would give him a shot of 190 proof just to get her done. I wouldn't even piss on his fucking burning skull to save him. I hope that fucker dies a vicious, nasty, pathetic death. There's a few of them. Like lately, a few of you guys have actually contacted me and said, "Hey, what's up with this one?" And that one cock load KB still going around. Just pathetic. Just a pathetic. When you get to the point where that is what you are, dude, when you look in the mirror, you have to go, there's nothing. Even your mother probably doesn't talk to you. I mean, when you go upstairs to get another bag of Cheetos, that is, she probably says shit. Jonathan, I never met a Belgian red I didn't like. Cheers. Jonathan. Josh, great looking new rifle, sounds like a great deal. Well, as long as it runs. I mean, now these, just so you know, I don't know what stuff is new and what's not, but they are sold as used rifles, refurbished. I remember watching Miguel follow up some YouTube videos. Oh. I see there's all sorts of shit. I'm sure if I pulled these pins out, I'd probably end up completely disassembling it, but I haven't bothered yet. I'll shoot it. Like I said, some of you guys have had issues. Some of you guys have known about the issues and just went straight on to spending a little bit, well, shit, almost double the money. But again, $500. $500 and 9 mags. If it chews up brass, it's still a fucking hole punching machine. Josh, hello, Ms. B. I will relay the information unless she shows up between now and then. Sharky, I counted 5 seconds on your phone going off on the safe opening. That's an epic service. Seriously, dude, the Liberty safe system. I mean, before I had it, I have had nights where I was like, okay, I was down here doing the review, or I went downstairs to put something away. You've got a few adult beverages, and you're like going, shit. Right now, I mean, it's just it's terrible. But there's this no way another safe is possibly in the I mean, unless of course you're like the Yankee Marshal and they fucking just send you one. But right now, just standing here right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's nine things in there that are not. They're not in a safe. And I know Smile Money's like going, whoa, dude, watch what you say. But like I've said before, this is absolutely the most secure spot in the whole house. All I'm going to say is that there's between the Liberty safe system and our, my security guy, me and him talked about it. I was just like, you know, I'd like to not get killed in my sleep, and I want to make sure that my guns, if someone gets them in their hands, that they had about like 30 seconds to get their best shot, and then they're done. And that's why he made sure that there's anybody that's been here knows that that is the most protected area in the house. I mean, shit, who needs that stuff at night for us? I mean, we got Shelby. Sharky, thanks for showing the red 12-gauge semi-auto shotgun to my little girl. Now I have to explain to her she won't have one because our gun laws suck. Hell, we can't even have... What? FFS? Yes, that's for fuck's sakes. Let alone semis. That is sad. And Sharky, I don't want to get you in more trouble with your daughter, so I won't I won't show the one of the things that will be for sure in the youth build, this sweet, this thing is just like, I don't even know what it weighs, but after talking to a few of you about this, I'm now kind of curious in looking at a me-size version of this. I mean, shit. If you're a kid, I mean, I remember my first thoughts when I opened the box. I was just like, damn, fucking crazy Scotsman. Some serious ass shit right here. I mean, shit, this is like the perfect size for Chuck. Yeah, it's got a nice trigger, fiber optics. It's all ready for a suppressor. Definitely have to say thanks for the crazy Scotsman. Oh, yeah, we're already too long. I told a few of you that, and a few of you asked me because you are also curious about acid. I'm not talking about you know who over the pond, Jim. I'm not talking about that kind of acid. Acid cigars. A few of you are like, yeah, I've been looking at those and I've never actually given one a try. I told you that I bought the Acid Blondie and I smoked it the other night when we took Shelby on a walk. Fuck, it's good tobacco and it has almost I mean, this isn't quite fair to say, but like a candy sweetness to it. This is like, you just want something super ass mellow or an after dinner cigar. So I picked up a few more of those today and I'm probably going to go smoke one of them tonight. And then I ventured into trying their 1400cc. So if you like a really, I mean, if you're looking, no pun intended, something that give you a punch, you're going to want to hit Artero Fuente, punch, something that's going to be a heavier hitter. If that's your game, then this is probably going to be a little bit too mellow and sweet for you. But yeah, I was really impressed. So that's going over here in the Mr. Holster Design Humidor. I've got, in case you're wondering, Mr. Holster, way back when you told me to give her a run, that's still the now it just smells like cedar. I got some cedar panels in there, and this was the shot of whiskey and water, but I think I'm just going to leave this out and I'm going to rejuvenate this before I put it back in there. But I'm missing on the heat You could probably get like a little tiny goldenrod for a safe, but it's mine runs like right at 80%. If I prop the door open just a little bit, you know, I know the perfect deal is like 70 degrees and 70%. So I'm running a little high on humidity, but the only thing in there is that whiskey water. Sharky. The Sentinel C308 is a nice one. Some need some tuning. I've heard coming with 8 20-round mags, and the one stubby 5-rounder is worth the time possibility to make it run like a boss. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see what it does. Mr. Holster, 5 minutes. Oh my God, man, you have got to be freaking kidding. I can see it's time for an intervention before you stop drinking the brew entirely. Well done, Crazy Scotsman. The TriStar Arms Raptor is the top-selling semi-auto shotgun right now. Thumbs that up. Mr. Holster, it was a buy with 9 mags to boot. Dang, man. I mean, it's, you know, it's just it's kind of a badass looking thing. Like I said, I mean, I'm gonna have to see what it does. I mean, they say that they're all used rifles, but dude, I mean, I don't know. It's pretty clean in there. Not to mention, you know, that whole Hollywood thing. Hey, motherfucker, you know what? You just killed my dog. Prepare to die, bitch. You know, that kind of shit. Range time to come. Mr. Holster, that was a... Oh, sorry, I read that one. Ammo at 73. Now, that's my kind of beer girl. Nice side boob and an ass you can set a beer on. Nice. Thumbs that up. Thumbs that up. Thumbs that up. Ammo head again. A friend of mine just bought and brought over a Sig Tac Ops 1911 chambered in 10mm. We shot the shit out of it. I have a new love. I have a Sig Extreme 1911 and 45, but that 10mm was nice. I tell you, I had nothing against my Kimber or the Ruger, but I love shooting the Rock Island in 10mm. That's just like where like two worlds of perfection intercept. I love the 10mm round. If I was to walk away from everything else, I would never walk away from the 10mm. I mean, I know, I've had this conversation with several people, including NIHAP. You know, but my argument was, let's say the world turns upside down and shit goes left. You know, how many people do you think are gonna rush into a store that has ammo, you know, to steal the shit off the shelves, that's going to be kiping up all the 9mm or the 45 ACP? I think the amount of people like me that love the 10mm are in the minority. So there's going to be more of that left over on the shelf. You know, you got to shoot your way in through the zombies and the libtards, but now that is better. Oh, sorry. On the E-scale, you know, I wouldn't buy it again. Let's just go crazy, and I'll call it a 5. Ammo at 73. Deanna Troy was in my spank bag for years. Might be time to bring her back for a few more use. Deanna Troy, I never really liked the whole onesies. You know, even, I mean, obviously it showed off their bodies, but like, for me, Ammo at 73, Deanna Troy, and I could probably even get around the whole face, you know, implants and shit for 7 of 9. But yeah, Deanna Troy, yeah, there was some spank bank action that I don't think I ever took her out of it, actually. Ammo at 73 again. I haven't had a fresh cherry since I was 17. At least she said it was. Smelt more like an old onion to me. Okay, moving on. Joey Cuz, I guess you're doing a brew review now, and that's why you haven't answered. Still love you anyway. Hope you enjoy that stock. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, Joey. But this has been sitting here since yesterday, so I'm hitting the refresh button, so I'm expecting some more. And there was. Mr. Holster, did you finish that brew? Yes, I finished. Zeus, 30 views are missing. Sent out a search party. Aunt Keck, Confucius say man who drop his watch in toilet have shitty time. I'll just wait a moment for that to sink in. Muzzle First, great brew review. Haven't had the same thing happen with my camera, but lost because the card needed to be reformatted. I've had the same thing happen. Yeah. And by the time you get that message, you're like, now, most of the brew reviews, not a big deal. I mean, I can go buy some more of that, whatever the fuck it was. It was actually pretty good. That was a Imperial Session Ale, which is normally not my bag of tricks, but it was 8%, and I actually thought it was like pretty good. Funkworks. So I'm gonna have to go try to find some. I don't even remember where the hell I even bought that. I'm gonna have to go find some more and review it again. But really sucks ass is if it's something that one of you sent me and it's the only one, and then it fucks up. And I've also had one time I took a trip out to the shack to get some footage and had the same thing happen. And I don't even know a way around it. You're effed. You're totally effed. And Muzzle First stands as the last comment. He left that 3 hours ago. According to this, I've got spam. Oh, some more of this. Sorry this is in your spam folder, but if you like to click on my stuff and check me out on Instagram, you can lick my nuts. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a female. So, that's that. Too long. I'm out of here. And, 10 millimeter. See, love this. Absolutely love this. Don't have a problem carrying this. Wouldn't want to lose it in a righteous shoot. On the other hand, this carries twice as much ammo. So people are like, you know, what is the love affection with the Glock? You can get a lot of other 10 millimeters. Yeah, but this is the kind of shit where if, let's just look at the HempSeedAddict's last video. I am out in the camping, the wilderness, or whatever. It starts to rain. I'm in a canoe. I fall in the water. I don't love this. I love this gun for what it is, but not what it is. If that makes any sense at all. Just like the 19 that I'm carrying now. You know, when I put it on my side, it was in pristine condition, but it's a workhorse, and that's what I want it for. I know when I pull the trigger, it's going to go off, and it holds a lot of ammo. Keep a few extra mags in my my lunch pail. This is still a lot more fun to shoot. Oh, he had his fingers on the trigger. Oh! Just love the 10mm round, and I love the old Smiths. There's this. They are one of the most sexy pistols on the planet, which is probably why this gun sees so much action getting carried. Almost as much action as Joey Cuz at a truck stop.